Hello everybody, it's Andy here from the Movement Project, and today I thought I'd do something a little bit different and actually do a book review. Now you may be thinking, what is this to do with health? Now actually this book has had a dramatic effect on my life and has really changed my outlook and how I go about different interactions with people and my relationships, and I feel that it's probably reduced a lot of stress and anxiety that I would have had if I didn't really have this view of the world. So the book I'm going to be reviewing today is Free Will, and this is by Sam Harris. So Sam Harris is a neuroscientist. He's been around for a long time. More recently, he's been doing talks about artificial intelligence and the dangers of that. But he wrote this book in 2012, so a long time ago, and this is when I actually originally read the book, but then this had a really profound effect on my life since then. The book discusses the illusion of free will, because a lot of us, I know, we feel that very deep and inherently that we have complete control of ourselves and our decisions that we make. But when you break it down to a very fundamental level, you actually realize, or I've come to the realization that I think that free will is an illusion. So the debate of free will has been going on for thousands of years, but more recently in 1982, there was an experiment done called the Lebet experiment. And this researcher, they linked people's brains up to ECGs, so they monitored brain activity. So they got the participants to move their wrist, and then when they decided to move their wrist, they would tell the researchers. So what they found was that the conscious decision to move that wrist actually came after the brain decided to make that movement. So this was about 300 milliseconds. So this then really begs the question of, if we could create better systems, or we linked everyone up to different machines that could read their brain, that then is free will an illusion, because the machine can tell what you're going to do before you can actually do it. And this really reminded me of that movie with Tom Cruise, the Minority Report. Is a great movie, and this was based on, there's a machine and these sort of people that could see premonitions of the future, and then the job of the sort of policemen were to stop a crime before it happened, and then they would lock up these people, but they hadn't even committed the crime. And I think this really gets a lot of us thinking about, well, should these people be tried for that if they haven't actually committed the crime, but they were going to? So then this really goes on to, where does our decisions come from? In the book, Sam really demonstrates that a lot of this, or our decisions, come from loads of different factors. This could be our genetics, this could be due to lifestyle, this could be due to our past experiences. So if our decisions just come from these factors, then how do we really have free will? Because say if I was born in a different family, had different past experiences, then my decisions in the future would be governed by those past experiences. So having the thought or belief that free will is an illusion has really changed how I go about certain scenarios in my job, but also relationships, also just certain or everyday interactions with people. So I think sometimes if you group, or you believe that you have free will, you end up sometimes grouping people into good or evil in a very simplistic way, or that people just do things because they're mean or they want to do something mean to you. And whether that may be true, but I think if you think that free will is an illusion, then you come from more of a trying to understand point of view. So say if I was driving to work and someone cuts in front of me really sharply and then is getting really aggressive with me, instead of just trying to get angry at them and reacting to their decisions, I hopefully can be a little bit more relaxed and think, well, they must have had a bad day or been having a bad week, maybe they're having relationship problems. It more comes from trying to understand their point of view and then not reacting in an emotional way because of the decisions they're making. So I don't know if I've made those points really well, but Sam Harris makes them a lot better. So I recommend you to read the book, because like I said, he can do it a lot better than I can. Okay, so just to sum up, obviously I highly recommend this book. Now I'll put a link in the description box below. This book is incredibly cheap, so I think last time I checked on Amazon it was around about £7 to £10, but also I found a free PDF version. It's not the best PDF version on Sam Harris's website, so I'll put a link in the description box below. But he demonstrates really well that free will is an incoherent and an inherently flawed idea very quickly. So I just think it's an absolutely great book, and like I've just discussed, that it really changed my outlook and my view on other people, and I feel personally has made me a better person because of it. So if you've enjoyed this slightly different video, please remember to like it and to share it as always. Thanks very much for watching.